Good morning, friends. Already we have started syllabus of income tax, and one chapter we have started income from house property. Already we have completed regarding to the syllabus of BCom third year. That introduction, that was first chapter. In that chapter we have studied important definitions regarding to that income tax. In second chapter we have studied residential status and tax liability, and third chapter we have started that computation of income from number of sources of a person, that income from salary, and second chapter we have started income from house property. By considering this topic, we have started that practical problems regarding to income from house property, how to compute the taxable income from house property. Already we have solved two problems. Today we are going to start that third problem from income from house property. Next slide. Here is one problem. Mr. Rajesh owns big house. Construction of this house was completed on 31st of March 1999. The house has 3 independent units. Mr. Rajesh having only one house, big house, and it contains 3 separate independent units. That unit 1 is there, unit 2 is there, unit 3 is there. This house having 3 units. That first unit, that 50% of the floor area which is let out for residential purpose, means that first portion of this house property involves 50% of floor area, and this property which is provided to the tenant on rental basis, and monthly rent is fixed for this unit rupees 8,200, and it remained vacant for 1 month. This house property was remained vacant for 1 month. Then second portion of this house property is 25% of floor area which is used for the purpose of his own profession, and third unit is here 25% of the floor area which is used by the owner for his own residential purpose. म्हणजे राजेशचं एकच घर आहे, मोठं घर आहे. त्या घराचे 3 भाग केलेले आहेत. पहिला भाग हा 50% जागा व्यापतो, दुसरा भाग 25% जागा आहे, आणि तिसरा भाग 25% जागा आहे. म्हणजे आतापर्यंत सोडवलेल्या प्रॉब्लेम मध्ये वेगवेगळी घरं होती, पण ह्या प्रॉब्लेम मध्ये एकच घर आहे, पण त्या एकाच घरामध्ये 3 भाग आहेत. त्यातला निम्मा भाग हा भाड्यानं दिलेला आहे भाडेकरूला, आणि भाडेकरू राहण्यासाठी वापरतो. तर आपण सुरुवातीला बघितलेलं आहे की भाडेकरू कशासाठी वापरतो त्याचा आपल्याशी संबंध नाही. जर भाड्यानं दिला असेल तर ती प्रॉपर्टी एलओपी होते. म्हणजे निम्मा भाग जो आहे तो भाड्यानं दिलेला आहे, एलओपी आहे. महिन्याला 8,200 रुपये भाडं आहे, आणि ते घर 1 महिना रिकामा राहिलेला आहे. भाडेकरू 1 महिना नव्हता, म्हणजे 11 महिनेच भाडेकरू होते, 1 महिना ते घर रिकामं होतं. दुसरा भाग आहे 25% भाग, तो स्वतःच्या प्रोफेशन साठी वापरतो, म्हणजे स्वतःच्या व्यवसायासाठी 25% भाग वापरतो. आणि तिसरा भाग आहे 25% भाग त्या घराचा, त्या घरामध्ये तो स्वतः राहतो, म्हणजे 25% भाग हा एसओपी आहे. If that any one of the property is provided to the tenant, it will be called as a LOP. That any one of the property or number of house properties are occupied by the owner for his own business or profession. Here that 25% of floor area is occupied by him for his own business or profession. That any one of the or number of properties are occupied by the owner for his own business or profession. That value of this property is always considered nil, means it is not required to compute any kind of income from this portion. That any income earned by this property will not be taxable under this head. And 25% of the floor area is occupied by him for his own residential purpose. It is called as a SOP. Means first portion is LOP, second portion is own profession, and third portion it is SOP. Next slide. These are the total expenses incurred regarding to that house property. Means there is only one house property. That municipal valuation of this property has been paid rupees 60,000. Fair rental value of this property is 70,000. Standard rent is 90,000. Municipal tax paid 15,000. repairs paid 6,400, ground rent 9,000, and interest on this loan which is taken for the purpose of renewal of this house property. If that loan is taken for construction, acquisition or renewal of the property, then that interest on loan deduction is allowed here. Means total amount of interest on loan is paid rupees 36,000. If any one of the property is there and it is divided into number of units, separate units, then the total expenses incurred that should be allocated according to the space occupied by that property. Means that first portion, that first unit which occupies 50% of floor area, which is LOP. Second, 25% portion is there which is used for own business or own profession, that is used for own profession. Then third portion is there 25% of floor area which is used for own residential purpose, means it is SOP. Then that first 50% floor area is provided to the tenant on rental basis and rent is rupees 8,200 per month. 8,200 per month rent is there. Means total we have to take total annual rent 8,200 into 12. That is 98,400. The total annual rent is there 98,400. And this house was remained vacant for 1 month. This house was vacant for 1 month. Then remaining expenses are there regarding to this house property. That total expenses we have to allocate according to this portion. That first municipal valuation was 60,000. 50% will be used here. That's 50% of 60,000, that is rupees 30,000. Then 25% portion will become here 15,000. Then for SOP 25% portion is there 15,000. Means total amount of municipal valuation was 60,000. 30,000 for this portion 50%. Then remaining 25% here and remaining 25% will become to SOP portion. The next one is there fair rental value. Total amount of fair rent is 70,000. Means 50% will become here fair rent. 50% of 70,000 means it is rupees 35,000. Then remaining 25% will become here fair rent. Then 25% of 70,000, it is rupees 17,500. Then remaining 25% will come here, that is 17,500. 17,500. The next one is here standard rent. 90,000 is here. Then 50% will come here standard rent. 50% of 90,000, that is 45,000. Then 25% will become here 22,500. Then remaining 25% rupees 22,500. The next one, municipal tax paid. It is not given whether it is paid by owner or tenant. That assumption should be made. It is paid by the tenant. And if it is that will be assumed that it is paid by the owner. And if it is paid by owner, then only deducted from that gross annual value. That total amount of municipal tax paid 15,000. Then 50% will be taken here. Municipal tax paid. Municipal tax paid 50% of 15,000. That is 7,500. Then 25% will become here municipal tax paid. Municipal tax 50%. 25% of 15,000 it is 3,750. Then remaining 25% will come here 3,750. The next one, repairs. Repairs, ground rent. These deductions are not available. For this purpose, we are allowing standard deduction. That will be deducted from net annual value. 30% amount we are deducting for the purpose of repairs is there, ground rent is there, rent collection charges are there. Means these deductions are not available. The next one is there, interest on loan paid. It is given 36,000. Out of that 50% will come here. For LOP property we are not considering when that loan should be taken. Means actual amount of interest paid for LOP property, that will be allowed as a deduction. There is no maximum limit for deduction. Then 36,000 is there. 50% will come here. That is interest on loan. That 50% amount means that 18,000 will come here. 18,000. Then for own business or profession, that value we are taking nil. It is not required to take here. That any property is used by the owner for his own business or profession, value of this property is always nil. It is not required to allocate. Then 36,000 means 25% of 36,000 will become for SOP property. It comes rupees 9,000. 25% of 36,000 it comes rupees 9,000. But there is a law for allowing that deduction, interest on loan deduction for SOP property. There is one condition is given to allow this interest on loan deduction. If that loan is taken prior to 1/4/1999, that maximum amount of deduction is there rupees 30,000. If that loan is taken prior to 1/4/1999, 1/4/99 पूर्वी कर्ज घेतला असेल तर इंटरेस्ट ऑन लोन डिडक्शन एसओपी प्रॉपर्टीला जास्तीत जास्त 30,000 द्यावं लागतं आणि 1/4/99 नंतर जर घर कर्ज घेतलं असेल तर जास्तीत जास्त इंटरेस्ट ऑन लोन डिडक्शन 2 लाख रुपये पर्यंत आहे. पण इथं लोन केव्हा घेतलेलं आहे ते आपल्याला बघावं लागणार आहे. फर्स्ट स्लाइड घ्या. हा राहू दे. हियर इट इज गिवन Mr. Rajesh owns a big house. Construction of this property is completed on 31st of March 1999. Means that loan is taken prior to 1/4/1999. 1/4/99 पूर्वी कर्ज घेतलेला आहे तर जास्तीत जास्त डिडक्शन आपल्याला 30,000 द्यावं लागतं. प्रत्यक्षात या ठिकाणी इंटरेस्ट ऑन लोन दिलेला आहे 36,000 रुपये भरलेला आहे. लोन 1/4/99 पूर्वीचा आहे. तर एसओपी प्रॉपर्टीला लिमिटेशन येतं, एलओपी प्रॉपर्टीला लिमिटेशन येत नाही. त्यामुळे आपण 36,000च्या 50% डिडक्शन आपण इथं देणारच. 36,000च्या 50% रक्कम 18,000 रुपये पण ऑलरेडी इथं घेतलेला आहे. पण एसओपी प्रॉपर्टीला एकूण इंटरेस्ट वर्षाचं मॅक्झिमम डिडक्शन 30,000 होतं. त्याच्या 25% रक्कम आपल्याला घ्यावी लागते. तर ती रक्कम येते 7,500. म्हणजे एकूण 30,000च्या 25% 7,500 रुपये आपण डिडक्शन देणार. जर ते 1/4/99 पूर्वीचं लोन असतं तर 36,000च्या 25% म्हणजे 9,000 रुपये इंटरेस्ट ऑन लोन आपण इथं घेतलं असतं. 9,000 रुपये इंटरेस्ट ऑन लोन घेतलं असतं तर 1/4/99 पूर्वीचं कर्ज आहे तर मॅक्झिमम डिडक्शन 30,000 येतं. तर त्या 30,000च्या 25% आपल्याला इंटरेस्ट ऑन लोन डिडक्शन या ठिकाणी द्यावं लागणार आहे. म्हणजे टोटल खर्च जर केला असेल, एकच घर असेल आणि एकाच घरामधला काही भाग भाड्याने दिला असेल, काही भाग राहण्यासाठी वापरला असेल आणि काही भाग स्वतःच्या व्यवसायासाठी वापरला असेल तर एकूण त्या घरावरचा खर्च जो झालेला आहे त्या जागा जे आहेत त्या जागेनुसार आपल्याला त्याची वाटणी वर्किंग नोटला करून घ्यावी लागते. सगळे खर्च विभागून घ्यावे लागतात आणि मग आपल्याला प्रॉब्लेम सोडवावा लागणार आहे. नेक्स्ट स्लाइड. नेक्स्ट we have allocated that all expenses like this 50% of floor area for LOP, 25% floor area is used for own profession and 25% floor area which is for SOP. Means these all expenses we have allocated here. Same like this working note is there, we have to prepare. Next slide. Then we have to solve this problem. Means we have to compute the taxable income from this house property. That first portion which is LOP here, 50% area is there, LOP for residence. Then at the time of solving this problem, firstly we have to check out whether in that problem standard rent is given or not. In this problem standard rent is given. Standard rent is given and standard rent is not given. Means there are two types. In this problem that standard rent is given, then we have to calculate gross annual value. This property is LOP. If that property is LOP, we have to calculate gross annual value. For gross annual value, firstly we have to take A and B point, municipal valuation and fair rental value. For this LOP property, municipal valuation is 30,000 and fair rent is 35,000. Here 30,000 and 35,000 is there. From these two values we have to take higher value. Means 30,000 and 35,000, higher value is 35,000. Then C point we have to take standard rent. Then this higher value and standard rent for this area, that standard rent is there 45,000. Standard rent is 45,000 and higher value is 35,000. From these two values we have to take lower value. From these two values that lower value is 35,000. Then D point is there actual annual rent. That actual rent is given monthly 8,200. For 12 months it is 98,400. Actual rent that is 8,200 into 12. 98,400 is a actual annual rent of this property which is LOP. Then from these two values, lower value and 98,400, from these two values we have to take higher value. That higher value is 98,400, and this property was vacant 1 month. That any property is LOP and vacant is there, then that vacant period amount should be deducted. This property was vacant for 1 month. That 1 month's rent will be deducted. That monthly rent is 8,200 and higher value was 98,400. 98,400 minus 8,200, that balance remains 90,200 is our gross annual value. Once again I repeat this. Standard rent is given. Steps are here. Firstly we have to take municipal valuation and fair rental value. From these two values, higher value we have to take higher value, and standard rent from these two values, lower value we have to take lower value, and actual annual rent from these two values we have to take higher value. If there is any vacant period is there, that vacancy allowance we should have to deduct here. That remaining balance it will be called as a gross annual value. For this portion, gross annual value is 90,200. Next slide. Gross annual value is 90,200. From this, municipal tax paid should be deducted. Here we have paid municipal tax for this portion. Municipal tax paid 7,500. Means that 7,500 will be deducted here. 90,200 is a gross annual value, less municipal tax paid 7,500. That balance remains, it is called as a net annual value. Net annual value of this property is 82,700. Net annual value is 82,700. From this we have to deduct deductions available under section 24. That two deductions are there. One is standard deduction, that is under section 24A, and second one is interest on loan deduction under section 24B. For standard deduction, that fixed percentage is there. We have to deduct 30% on net annual value. That standard deduction is 30% on net annual value. Net annual value is 82,700, and 30% on this amount it comes rupees 24,810. Net annual value च्या 30% स्टँडर्ड डिडक्शन आहे, याच्यात 30% रक्कम येते 24,810. Then next, second deduction is there, interest on loan. For interest on loan and for LOP property, there is no maximum limit for deduction for interest on loan. Means that total amount of interest for this whole property is paid 36,000. Then 50% floor area is LOP. Then 50% of 36,000, that amount come rupees 18,000. Means that 18,000 interest on loan deduction will be allowed here. Then standard deduction plus interest on loan, that total amount come rupees 42,810. Net annual value minus this deduction, that amount remains to outer column 39,890. 39,890. That is the income from this house property which is provided to the tenant, which is LOP. म्हणजे या LOP 50% भाग जो आहे त्याच्यातून या ठिकाणी 39,890 रुपये ह्या घरामधून इन्कम झालेला आहे. 39,890 ह्या पहिल्या पोर्शन मधलं हे इन्कम आहे. तर दुसरा भाग जो आहे 25% भाग तो स्वतःच्या प्रोफेशन साठी वापरतो. जर स्वतःच्या वैयक्तिक व्यवसायासाठी किंवा प्रोफेशन साठी एक घर असेल किंवा 100 घर असतील, सगळी जर वापरत असली तरी पण त्याचं व्हॅल्युएशन नील असतं. दॅट सेकंड पोर्शन 25% floor area which is used by his own profession, then value of this property is taken to be nil. या दुसऱ्या पोर्शन मध्ये इन्कम नील आहे. Then third portion is there, unit number 3, that 25% floor area is there which is used for own रेसिडेन्शियल पर्पस. 25% भाग तो स्वतः राहायला वापरतो, तर त्याला आपण एसओपी म्हणतो. इफ दॅट प्रॉपर्टी इज एसओपी, एन्युअल व्हॅल्यू ऑफ दिस प्रॉपर्टी इज ऑलवेज नील. या घरची एन्युअल व्हॅल्यू नील असते. जसं एलओपी प्रॉपर्टीला आपण एन्युअल व्हॅल्यू काढलो तसं इथं काढावं लागत नाही, त्याची एन्युअल व्हॅल्यू नील असते. एन्युअल व्हॅल्यू ऑफ दिस प्रॉपर्टी इज नील. But for this SOP property, one deduction is available, that is interest on loan deduction. Interest on loan deduction हे deduction इथं allowed आहे, पण तिथं कंडिशन आहे. 1,499 पूर्वीचं कर्ज असेल तर त्याला जास्तीत जास्त 30,000 रुपये डिडक्शन देता येतं, आणि 1,499 नंतरचं कर्ज असेल तर जास्तीत जास्त 2 लाख रुपयाचं इंटरेस्ट ऑन लोन डिडक्शन देता येतं. तर इथं कर्ज 1,499 पूर्वीचं आहे, त्यामुळे एकूण घराचं कर्ज जे आहे ते 36,000 आहे, त्यातलं 25% म्हटलं तर 9,000 येतं. पण 9,000 रुपये आपण घेणार नाही, कारण जास्तीत जास्त डिडक्शन 30,000 द्यावं लागणार आहे. 1,499 पूर्वीचं कर्ज आहे, एकूण घराचं 30,000 आहे, तर हा 25% भाग येतो. तर ह्या 30,000च्या 25% तर ब्रॅकेट मध्ये घेतलेला आहे 25% ऑन मॅक्झिमम लिमिट ₹30,000. जास्तीत जास्त कर्ज आपलं 30,000 आहे, या 30,000 वर 25% आपल्याला व्याज द्यावं लागणार आहे, तर ते व्याज येतं 7,500. नील अँन्युअल व्हॅल्यू नील आहे, त्यातनं एक डिडक्शन 7,500 वजा केलं तर ह्या घरापासून लॉस मिळतं 7,500. एका पोर्शन मधून इन्कम झालं 39,890 आणि एका पोर्शन मधून लॉस आहे. तर या थर्ड कॉलम मध्ये एकूण नेट बॅलन्स काढायचा आहे. 39,890 वजा 7,500, बॅलन्स राहतो 32,390. हे आपलं इन्कम फ्रॉम हाऊस प्रॉपर्टी, that is taxable income from house property. Means we have to solve that practical problem. If that any one house is there and it contains number of units, we have to calculate separate income from that separate unit, and we have to compute that taxable income from house property. Thank you.